Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Wherever you are in the world, it's me again. Me talking about stuff in my channel. Anyways, how are you guys? Hope you guys are doing well. Great. Today I will be talking about what you would do for your significant other. And I know yesterday's video was talking about what you would say. This time it's what you would do. Alright? So, when you're thinking of significant other, what would you do for them? Like how far would you go? For me, I think one of the things I do for my significant other is spend time with them. Um I like the first month we were going out, we actually spent so much time together. We went out on so many dates. It's crazy. And I liked it. I'm pretty sure she liked it too, but you know what? I'm exhausting. I'm pretty sure she knows that. But she still, you know, takes the time to hang out with me, right? It's just like those small things. Like, it's like whenever I ask my girlfriend to hang out, she's always down. And I like that. And sometimes I do get concerned if she's tired or not, but she always says yes. And she tells me she loves hanging out with me. You know? It's nice. It's nice to have a partner like that who would always want to spend time with you, who would always take the time, right? When we go on those dates, um, it doesn't matter who pays. Like, we both pay for each other on separate occasions, whether it be like going to a restaurant or like trying out something new. Because in the place we live, it's kind of small. Not really small, but like there's bigger cities in our provinces. But yeah, we would go to restaurants or we would go to like arcades or like stuff like that. We would really enjoy it. Like and we don't be like, hey, are you gonna pay for this or this and that? No, we just like, you know, we just kind of tell each other, hey, I'll pay for this. Don't worry about it. That kind of thing. And it's just like, and we also were talking about gender roles the other day, and that came up too. So it's like, it's really doesn't matter who pays as long as you're having fun, right? You know what I mean? Recently, me and my girlfriend kind of got into playing games together. I feel like the first game we've played was what was it? Valheim. I believe no, it's not Valheim. It chained up together. I think that's what it's called, where you like play as two people and you're like chained up and you go on platforms and if one of you fall, pretty much, if you can't get them back up, you both fall for together. Yeah. So I believe that was the first game, and then the second game we played was Starved. Is it Starved Together? Oh no, Don't Starve. Sorry, Don't Starve. That was their second game. It's funny because in that game we kind of unknowingly chose the same character, and it was nice because it's like we thought we were thinking the same thing. It's pretty cool. And then the third game we played was Valheim. That was fun. I died once because I was stupid. And then the fourth game, the current game we're on right now is Overcooked. That was loads of fun. It's very challenging because I'm not used to those kind of games. But yeah. Also, on our very first date, we went for a walk around the neighborhood, and I'm like, the first time we met, I remember that we were at the park. We met at the park. I remember her saying, we'll meet there in like this certain time. And I'm like, okay. But I didn't tell her that I went there like half an hour early, and I just sat at the park waiting for her. And she was telling me that she felt bad because I was waiting there for a while. I'm like, no, I just didn't want you to wait for a while. I'd rather have me wait than you wondering where I am. You know what I mean? So yeah, those kinds of things. Secondly, you know, acts of service. I love doing that for my significant other. I really do. Like, whenever we go out for dates and stuff, I pick her up, you know? And I usually, like, I hold her hand when I'm driving. Like, I'm one-handing it. It's fine. I know how to drive, right? But things like that, like, while we're driving, I hold her hand, you know? Especially when we, like, yeah, when we go on dates, just to hang out somewhere. Or, like, do errands. Oh, yeah, doing errands together is really fun, you know? Like, that's such an adult thing to say. Doing errands is so fun. You know what, guys? Okay, alright, I'm not that old. I'm old, but I'm not that old, okay? I just find doing errands kind of, you know, it's fun, especially with someone like your partner. It's fun. Yes, I'm old. Cooking. You know, she's cooked for me before. I haven't cooked for her yet, but I will. She's cooked me bulgogi and like a seafood pancake, like Korean food and rice. And on my break to at work, she brought it over, and like we ate together in the car. It's really nice, you know. And it's just like she went through all that trouble to cook something for me, just for me. You know, and she says that she never really cooks for anyone unless she really, you know, has feelings for them. And I'm one of those lucky people that she cooked for, and I'm glad. I'm very glad. I'm worthy. You guys probably won't know what that means or whatever, but like when she hears this, she's gonna be like, yeah. Off topic. So, sorry, this shouldn't be in the video, but like I'm, you know, whatever goes. So, when we went on our last date before she had to go on her trip, it's funny because she was like telling me before we first met, she's like, I want to take you to this place, but I don't think you're worthy. I'm like, okay. And then after 1 month, she's like, yeah. She says I'm worthy, so she's gonna take me there. I think we were supposed to go last week, but something happened. I don't remember. Anyways, yeah. So before her trip, she took me there. The day before, I believe, and it was nice. It was nice to spend time with her, eat at that place where she liked to eat sushi. She really likes it there, so I felt really glad that she brought me there. Just for the record. Anyways, cooking. Alright, so yeah, she brought me food on my break. We ate in my car. And then after that, she kind of stayed a while I worked, you know. I mean, as a merchandiser, like you're gonna be like stocking up shelves and stuff. Like she's not bothering anyone, so I'm like, yeah, you could stay. You could stay until my shift is done. I think she stayed like maybe 2 hours till we had to go. Yeah, and then after that, we left and hung out. We went to, I think, bakeries and bought some baked goods. It was really nice, actually. Yeah. Shopping with them. When we were doing Christmas shopping, and I hope you guys have done your Christmas shopping too, because Christmas is around the corner. Christmas shopping. We were doing that, and while we were Christmas shopping, I noticed I always want to hold stuff for her. At first, she didn't really let me, but I'm like, yeah, just give it to me. And so she let me hold her stuff. It's really nice, especially when we go to like Bath and Body Works. That's when I actually like hold it for her, because it's like super heavy. Like while we're in the store, like, you know, people that go there knows. Yeah, and then, you know, recently I also started picking her up from work. It's really nice, cause, you know, it's like I do work too, so like usually I'm done before her. Most of the times I'm done before her. And like sometimes she would ask like if we're gonna hang out, and be like, I think one time she asked if I wanted to pick her up. I'm like, sure. And then the other time, I think the other 2 times, I'm like, do you want me to pick you up? She's like, yeah. It's things like that. Like I genuinely want to do that for her. Like pick her up from work. Cause like I get to spend more time with her. And plus, it's just like, you know, it's just an amazing feeling seeing your loved one go into your car after a long day of work, and they're like the next person they see, you know. And yeah, usually I bring snacks because like sometimes you would hang out and not eat maybe like 2 hours, and I know that she works long hours, so it's like I would bring snacks so she could, you know, not be hungry and starve before we get to, you know, eat later. Yeah, things like that. Most of all, make sure you love them genuinely. You know, both my girlfriend and I, we do love each other a lot, genuinely. We sometimes we don't have to say it and we feel it. You know, it's crazy. So yeah, and it's like we had this conversation too a few days ago, I believe, about, you know, you don't really have to say it because we feel it, but we still say it. You know, you gotta show them you love them because they deserve it. Wouldn't you want to feel loved? Right? Well, in a relationship, you should feel loved. Because being in a relationship and not loving each other is just like asking for disaster, or just, I don't think you should be in one if you know, don't genuinely love someone, right? But with me and my girlfriend, we definitely feel it a lot. We do a lot of things for each other without asking, and that's crazy because like she told me, you know, before she had to ask and never got, but with me she never asked and as she got. So I'm glad that I'm that person to be able to do that for her. And I know that like we don't like talking about the past. It's all behind us, but I'm just making an example, you know. Yeah, just do the small things for me, because I know I was asking her. Is all the small things and being thoughtful is kind of goes together. So I didn't know what to get her for Christmas, and I did ask her. She told me one thing, but I also told her like I have this thing in my mind where we had this conversation back when we were at the mall, and she wanted this thing. I'm not gonna go too because I know she's gonna watch this, but like we spoke about it, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll get that. It's like I pay attention to what she says, the specific things, and I focus because, you know, Christmas was coming around too, so I was like, maybe this will come in handy, and I think it did. So yeah, I'm just glad that I met this girl. Not just this girl, the girl of my dreams. And, you know, we are excited for our future. And we're gonna have a good, healthy relationship. And I hope everyone that's listening to this would too. Honestly, like, make sure you put in the effort. Make sure you talk, communicate, sort things through, clear things up. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you guys are in a relationship and you guys shouldn't be running away from problems. You should be facing it and talking it with each other. Love each other, genuinely. Care about each other, genuinely. And I think that is all for today, guys. And I hope that you have a good morning, afternoon, evening.